Hi everyone! More than 7 billion people live on our planet, but each person is unique. We all have our own DNA and our own appearance. Unfortunately, the world keeps following beauty standards imposed by the fashion industry, so many people suffer thinking they look bad when they actually don't. The people we're going to talk about today are living proof that beauty can take any shape, because what really matters is what's on the inside. We want you to meet these people. It's hard not to admire them. Let's get it on. Polycoria and sectoral heterochromia. Have you ever met a person with 2 pupils in each eye? Probably not, because only 1 out of every 200,000 people in the world suffer from polycoria, which is the name of this pathological condition. Interestingly, this disease can manifest itself at birth or later in life as a result of other eye conditions. Scientists have studied the most striking cases of polycoria and found that the change in the pupils can be caused by polar cataracts, glaucoma, abnormally long eyelashes, or impaired vision. You're probably asking yourself, how do people with more than 1 pupil in their eye see? Fortunately, our brain is so sophisticated and complex that it can put together images that come through multiple pupils. Most of the time, the vision of people with polycoria worsens over time, and many develop astigmatism. According to scientists, the onset of the disease is not related to geographical location, age, race, or sex. But let's leave the polycoria aside and talk about another unusual phenomenon, which you can see in the eyes of model Jalicia Nightingale. Look at these photos. Her eyes are so bright that it's hard to believe they're real. But she doesn't wear lenses or edit her photos, although at first glance it may seem so. Besides being blue, Jalicia Nightingale's eyes have random spots on the iris. When this beautiful model from Barbados was 18 years old, she realized that her appearance would allow her to become a model. And she was right. Jalicia has appeared on the covers of several fashion magazines, earning the love of their readers. But not many fans know that this anomaly is called sectoral heterochromia. It causes the iris to have different colors. Jalicia's fans call her female blade, not knowing that the girl was mocked by her peers as a child. By the way, the cause of this unusual characteristic is her father, who carries this unusual gene. Waardenburg syndrome. In today's world, becoming popular is easier than ever. All you need is an internet connection and a camera. For example, Steph Sanjati from Canada managed to become famous with a YouTube beauty channel. Little by little, the girl's videos went viral all over the world. The main reason is Sanjati's appearance, especially her widely spaced celestial blue eyes. The blogger talks on the channel about what it's like to live with Waardenburg syndrome. These people usually have a mutation of 6 genes that affect melanocytes, the cells responsible for hair, eye, and skin color. Unfortunately, Waardenburg syndrome has also triggered other changes in Sanjati's body, leaving her deaf in her left ear. In interviews, she recalls how she was teased and bullied by other children as a child, but she used social media as a tool to find herself and express her emotions in a safer environment. Fortunately, Steph now has nearly 500,000 subscribers on YouTube who sincerely support her. Freckles. In the past, people tried not to stand out and look like other people. But times are changing, and now it's much easier to succeed if you're different from most people and not shy about it. The next unusual person on our list is the model Cokie Childers. Since childhood, she has traveled the world with her mother, who served in the army in Guyana, South America. Thanks to her striking blue eyes and freckles, Cokie began popping up frequently on magazine covers. However, she paused her career as a biologist to start modeling. A few years ago, Cokie Childers was featured in a photo shoot with other models who didn't like having freckles, but the author of the project, on the contrary, gave the models freedom and showed that any part of the body is a source of beauty and not a reason to be shy. Since then, modeling agencies have offered her contracts, trying to get Cokie to work with them. In her Instagram account, Cokie tells how she takes care of her freckles, talks about the importance of sunscreen, and shares her thoughts on socially important issues. Lamellar ichthyosis. It's hard to feel comfortable in your own body if others are mocking you and you've never met people like you in your life.
My precious.
Jayza Gary, an American woman diagnosed with lamellar ichthyosis, faced this problem. The disease is quite rare among people in the United States, only 1 case per 100,000 people. The disease causes the skin to shed every 2 weeks, like the skin of a snake. Jayza wanted to be a model since she was young, but she was afraid that due to her condition, she would not be able to accomplish her dream. We cannot imagine how much she suffered from being teased by her peers, but her mother helped young Jayza overcome many difficulties. Her first achievement in her modeling career was a photo shoot for Vogue Italy. More than anything else in the world, Jayza wants to inspire people, and through her example, show that external traits cannot be considered a weakness. Birthmarks all over the body. If you still consider something in your appearance to be a defect, then you should know that for someone else, you probably look like a work of art. That's the story of Marika Nagy from Germany. She was born with a large number of birthmarks all over her body, even on her face. Scientists claim that only 1% of children around the world suffer from this skin disease. Immediately after birth, the girl underwent 7 operations to remove skin fragments. Marika gained confidence only after becoming a mother.
Hello.
According to the model, the birth of her child helped her overcome the mental pain. Her modeling career is just beginning, but she already has several successful contracts with famous brands. Marika's Instagram is very popular, and the model wants to attract as much public attention as possible, in particular, raise awareness for her illness. According to her, there are many people in the world who are afraid of being attacked for looking different. Birthmark on the eye. All people are beautiful, but that doesn't mean we have to like each other. According to model Sonia Leslie, people shouldn't ask questions about other people's appearance. The girl has a blog on Instagram where she posts her makeup experiments, but for some reason, most of the questions she gets are about her eye. She was born with a birthmark on her eye, but Sonia doesn't mind her unusual feature. On the contrary, she arouses the public's interest by trying out different styles and wearing colored contact lenses. According to the blogger, people have forgotten that they don't have to talk about their life or their appearance or justify their physical features. However, the fights in the comments never stop, and everyone feels the urge to express their opinion. More freckles. Many people like girls and boys with freckles and believe it makes them look kind of innocent and cute. However, you don't really see freckled people in the fashion industry, so Ralph Souffrant from Haiti decided to challenge the standards of beauty and auditioned for Kanye West's team. He found himself among 1,000 models and immediately attracted the attention of all present. The fact is that almost the entire body of this model is covered with freckles. In addition, Ralph has red hair, which makes his appearance even more unique. After his debut on the Yeezy Season 3 show, he became famous all over the world and now successfully collaborates with many other brands. After facing the cruelty of his peers, young Ralph started working out to turn his body into a work of art without paying attention to other people's jokes. And he succeeded. Heterochromia. Social media is an unstoppable force. Thanks to the internet, the title of The World's Most Beautiful Criminal passed from Jeremy Meeks and his blue eyes to Mecky Alante, aka Lucky. As with Jeremy, Mecky Alante's popularity and recognition came after his mugshot was published in a police report. The 20-year-old US citizen, who suffers from heterochromia, was repeatedly imprisoned, but in the end, his problems with the law were a big help. Mecky was contacted by a modeling agent, who offered him a job as a model. In 2018, Lucky appeared on the catwalk during the New York Fashion Week. The public immediately fell in love with the prison bae, as he was nicknamed by internet users, and especially with his beautiful eyes, one brown and the other blue. Cat eye syndrome. In the search for the perfect appearance, many of us forget that beauty is a concept that has more than one meaning. Caden Stickles from the United States suffers from cat eye syndrome, and for many years, she believed her disease, which is caused by an extra chromosome, was a curse. Often, the condition manifests itself as a vertically shaped pupil, like those in cats. In addition, cat eye syndrome affects the internal organs, especially the heart and kidneys. Luckily for Caden, the disease only affected her face. The girl started an Instagram account and met famous photographer Nick Knight, who invited Caden to a photo shoot. This event played a crucial role in the model's career. Now, Kitten, as she calls herself, appears in movies, sings, and her looks help her move forward. Unibrow. It's not uncommon for girls to conduct beauty experiments at home and then regret it. But there are also success stories. British and Greek-born model Sofia Haji Pantelli has been modeling for some time, but as soon as her photos appeared on social media, she was insulted by many people. Users' attention was drawn to Sofia's thick unibrow. The model responded to the haters, sharing the story of how she tried to tint her eyebrows. Wanting to darken them a little, the girl probably got the proportions wrong, so she ended up with very dark brows. Of course, the main reason for her appearance is not just that failed experiment. Sofia's thick eyebrows are made possible by her Cypriot genes. Like other models, Sofia has a blog on YouTube and talks about the problem of imposed beauty standards. In her opinion, everyone has the right to live in peace with their own uniqueness.